We're playing Pick That 5-Star, Zach Harrison or Garrett Wilson. Both played big roles in Ohio State's win over Maryland on Saturday. Who was a little bit better than the other? Stephen Means, who you got? Garrett Wilson, the receiver, Zach Harrison, the defensive end.
I'm going to go with Garrett Wilson. I'm going to be writing about this as well, so check cleveland.com for that. But 4 catches, 84 yards. He would have had a second touchdown, but it got called back for a holding penalty. And he said he's not holding that against DeJuan Jones, but there's a part of him that's like, come on, man, just do your job, and I have 2 touchdown catches today. I'm going to go. Garrett's been doing this all year, and because of the situation that they were up by 42 points at halftime, we got to see it extended and see what it would really look like. Obviously against an inferior opponent, but still, we got to see an extended amount of Garrett Wilson, and he really showed out and performed.
Nathan, who you got?
I'm going to take Garrett Wilson, too, very slightly, but only because he's starting to show, and it wasn't even anything he actually did other than go out there and line up for punt returns from the start of this game. But if that's a role that they're giving to him now, he's the starting punt returner. He has a chance to impact games beyond when Chase Young comes back, when Zach Harrison kind of reverts back to more of a backup situation. Garrett Wilson can still be a frontline performer on this team and a chance to make really big plays, really important plays. That's why I think he gets the edge right now.
I will say it feels like to me Garrett Wilson could do more if they gave him more chances. Not to nitpick Zach Harrison, but I was trying to watch a little bit today. I didn't pay attention for most of the game, I'll be honest. I thought there were times, and it's just interesting, it's like, what's the difference between a guy like Zach Harrison and a guy like Chase Young? Chase Young's get-off is unbelievable. He's practically jumps the snap half the time. He's so quick. His hands, all his technique. I thought there were times where I was watching Zach Harrison where he was a little slow off the snap, and then he just ran into the tackle and couldn't do much. Now, some plays he did do something, but he's certainly not as consistent as Chase Young. Just like Chase Young wasn't this way when he was a freshman. Right. But sometimes when you get to compare directly, you really can see the technique and the anticipation and all the technical skills that go into playing defensive end that Zach Harrison doesn't have yet. I think Garrett Wilson is closer to having that collection of skills in addition to the talent than Zach Harrison is. It does feel like when Ryan Day talks about Garrett Wilson, he keeps saying things like, well, young guys in practice. It makes me think is maybe there's something Garrett Wilson's not getting everything done in practice. But, man, if they decided they wanted to throw him the ball 12 times, I think he might go nuts. They just haven't decided that yet with the veteran guys they have.
Yeah. Here's the other thing. We see the catches he makes. We don't see the ones he doesn't make because he didn't run the right route or didn't run it as precisely as Ryan Day would want him to when he sees it on film later. So I think those things go into those kind of judgments that we're hearing from Ryan Day as well.
And which is the kind of thing that happens when you're talking about 2 freshmen.
Yeah, to your point about Zach Harrison, Larry Johnson says this, and a lot of defensive ends say this as well. In your first year in the program, you're pretty much learning how to be a pass rusher. And you can see it out here. He's learning how to be a typical edge rusher at the college level. And year 2 is where they're building your toolbox in year 1. In year 2, you actually put that toolbox to good use. We saw it with the Bosa brothers. We saw it with Chase Young, Tyree Smith a little bit, but not as much because he hasn't been healthy, and just because Chase Young has been Chase Young. But with Garrett Wilson, I think a good comparison is I think he can be for Ohio State what Justin Ross was with Clemson last year. A freshman who shows out in the playoff. I think that's what he is.
I don't know who that is. I don't even know who Ohio State players are. I did think Zach Harrison's penalty for flexing over the quarterback was kind of crap. Stephen, Nathan, Doug, hey, try the texts. I picked up some text followers because I've been texting about Chase Young. Check it out, cleveland.com/OSU. Thanks for watching.